Good afternoon, folks. Yeah, you can probably guess I'm back on Dartmoor. It's Friday, no, not a Saturday, definitely a Friday. It's the 20th of September. I've had the week off. I've just come back from Berlin, so I thought I might as well come out today. We're a bit busy on Sunday anyway, so I thought, well, do a quick overnight. I'm back off the moor tomorrow about midday, so I'm off about 5-6 hours earlier than I normally would be. So I thought, make the most of it. The weather's good. I've got no new equipment to try, which is a bit of a first. So I'm going to head on up the valley here, which is the West Open Valley. I'm going to head on up towards Linz Tor where I normally pitch, and I'll catch you all there. Right, it's 5:30. My shelter's up now. That's the 6 Moon Designs Lunar Solo. Yes, it is grey, not green. I normally have the door facing that direction, but because the wind is coming straight down from there, and it's like a northeasterly or east northeasterly wind, I've got the back to it into the wind. The back is quite low, it is just off the ground, so hopefully that will shed some of the wind off. So, but yeah, first pitch looking good. Now I've just sort of gone round and rejigged one or two of the corner tie outs because they weren't quite straight, and quickly retightened it, and it's looking alright. I'll let it go for a few more minutes and I'll just retighten or tighten it best I can. So I'm going to unpack the rest of my stuff now, get my X-bed mat in there, my sleeping bag out, loft in, and then I'm going to get some water and then start doing my tea, and I'll catch you all then. Right, that's the X-bed mat all inflated. My sleeping bag, I've got it air in there for a bit, and I've inflated the pillow. So what I'll quickly do is just show you some of the other stuff I've brought with me this time. Rucksack is the usual one, that's the Osprey Talon 44. Pouch on the front for the camera, which I'm using. My yellow bag there, or the yellow dry sack, is Heliance and Leaf top, and I've got some merino wool leggings for a change in case I want to get a bit cold tonight. I'll put they on because I usually take my trousers off. Big orange bag is my couture, or whatever you pronounce it, down jacket, and that one's got a spare pair of socks and a t-shirt in. I've got 2 600ml water bottles, can of Coke because I've got some whiskey inside my frying pan there. So yeah, I will be doing some spam later on, along with the other half hash browns I didn't eat last time. Red bag has got my head torch and my radio in. Backup gas canister, which is nearly empty because the 250 that I've got inside the the Alpkit 900 is also nearly empty. Phone, binocular case, binoculars there, glasses, map and compass, big old bag of food, and I'll show that later on. Inside there I've got the insect repellent, which I don't think I'll use. I've got my insulated pouch, stuff down the back here, windscreen, odds and ends in the pockets. Top pocket I keep my waterproofs, that's my coat and my trousers. My gaiters are in there if I'm not wearing them. I've also got my gas stove in there, and a spork I think. And the front pocket of the rucksack, it's got my two soya bags and soya filter. So it's basically all I've got with me. It should be alright. I've got one or two other odds and ends in my pockets, but they're basically irrelevant. So right, I'm going to unpack the rest of that now, and then get some water, and then start doing my tea, and I'll catch you all then. Well, in the last half hour the wind's dropped right down, and the sun is now just setting behind the hill. It's only 6:15. In the last 2 minutes I've got out of the sun into shade, so I've already got my ash browns soaking away. I'm now about to start frying up some spam. I've already taken out the tin and pre-cut it before I come here, so I'm going to have the hash browns and spam, and then I may do myself one of those baps with a bit of that nasty cheese as well. I'll keep the other bap for tomorrow morning. If I can't do a fry up then of the spam, I'll just make a spam with cheese sandwich. I've got some porridge with me as well. I've also got a tuna salad little pack, a couple Nature Valley Crunch bars, and a backup meal with a Cedar Summit chicken tikka with rice, I believe. So anyway, I want to start doing this now, and I'll come back to you in a minute. So in the last few minutes it's gone a bit nippy. I've just had to stop and put my Heliance and Leaf top on, so it could be a bit cold here tonight. But anyway, my spam and ash browns have come along very nicely. What I'll do then is I'll fry a few more up and have a bap and a slice of that nasty cheese with it for afters, then do myself a mug of tea. So I'll show you what it all looks like. Alright, I think that's about done now. So I'm going to turn the gas off and tuck into that. And then chuck it back on and do some more, I think, and have a cup of tea as well. Evening folks, it's about 20 past 7 now. It's been a lovely sunset. Unfortunately, I didn't do any filming the rest of my tea because I set the camera up, which is this Panasonic TZ100, to do a time lapse. So by the time it finished, I've packed everything away. So at the moment, you can see that my water's just come to a boil. And I'm having my second cup of tea now. Because the temperature has dropped quite a bit. I've got my down jacket on, so I thought another cup of tea will warm me up. So when I've had that one, I'll probably have a couple of whiskies and a can of Coke, which I brought, and I'm then going to try some of the old Ritter chocolate. This is a strawberry yoghurt one, so I've had that in the past. It's pretty good chocolate. So like I said, it's the last bit of filming now, and I'll catch you all again in the morning. Alright folks, just packing my stuff away. And I've had a bit of a mishap. My 2 litre soya bag, I was tightening the cap up on it, and I've just split underneath the cap, underneath the plastic rim. So obviously the water's leaking out. Not a big issue. I do have another 1 litre bag with me, which is filled up. So both my bottles have been refilled anyway. But yeah, bit of a bugger, but be warned, just don't have your thumb underneath the plastic mould. Hold it a bit higher up. So it's a lesson learned. But mind you though, it is an old bag. I've had it for several years. It is starting to like delaminate a bit on the outside. But anyway, I'll see you all in the morning. Yep, good morning folks. It's about 8 o'clock now. Sun's coming up. It hasn't reached my area yet. I've already packed most of my stuff away. My bag and my sleeping pad. Yeah, slept alright. Woke up about 2 o'clock or so this morning, and I was feeling a bit cold, so already I had on my Helianza leafer top and my thermal leggings. So I poked the down jacket, which is what I've got on at the moment, and put it inside the sleeping bag, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. Woke up once or twice, but then again, but bit of a surprise. I got out this morning here, and there's frost everywhere. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's quite a bit of patchy frost here. So probably explains why I was a bit cold. So if I may carry on, I may have to invest either into a slightly warmer bag, because my bag's only a 1 to 2 season. It's supposed to be down to about 5 degrees. Well, I think it was below that last night. So unless I get a liner, but I'll see how it goes. So I'm going to press on now. I want to get my stove out and do myself a brew and do myself some breakfast. So I'll catch you all in a bit. Alright folks, it's about 9:15 now. I've had a bag of porridge and I got myself a cup of tea. I'm just waiting for the sun to come down for the shower, but I think it's going to take another half an hour yet. So I may go back and do myself a fried spam sandwich with some of that nasty cheese. May have a second cup of tea. But then I'm going to pack up and crack on. So I may go to Forden's Ledge up there, or I'll probably just head up towards Dinger and then make it straight off the moor, because I want to be off the moors by about 12:30 anyway. So alright, I'm going to get on and finish the rest of my breakfast, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Nice cold morning here. No better sound than something frying up in the frying pan. So I'm going to finish off the rest of this spam. I've got a bread roll there and some of that nasty cheese. I may have a bit of brown sauce as well. I may even do another brew of tea. And then I'll just pack up all my rubbish. The soya bag's going to go in the bin as well, because that's now split. You can probably just see it just at the top there. I'll keep the cap on it, of course. I'll pick all this up and I'll carry on packing up. And there you go. One spam, the nasty cheese and brown sauce in a bat. Right, I'm going to go enjoy this. And then I'm going to start tidying things up here, and I'll come back to you shortly. Yeah, it's about 10:30 now. As you can see, I'm all packed up. I'm just checking the area, make sure I hadn't left nothing. I had slept along there. All my rubbish is picked up. And it's in the Ziploc bag there, which I'll dispose of when I get back into Oakhampton. So I'm just doing a very final check. Make sure I definitely have not left anything behind. But now it's looking alright, so I'm going to grab my gear now. I've got about 2 hours, 2.25 hours of walking, so I'm going to head up Dingle Tor. I had planned to go up to Fordness Ledge, but I think I'd just rather spend the 2 hours just ambling along and see what happens. So right, I'll get cracking now and I'll catch you all shortly. Alright folks, I've just come down this track here from Dingle Tor. Certainly a good day now. So quick location wise, just up there is High Wyways. That there is Yes Tor. And just zoom in a bit, you've got East Mill Tor there. That's Bellstone in the background. You've got Oak Tor there. Stapleton Tor there. I think that's Wild Tor. And right up on the distance there is Hanging Stone Hill. So like I say, it's just gone 11 o'clock. I'm going to head on down this track and walk up there. I'm going to go towards East Mill Tor. I'm not going to go on East Mill Tor now. I'm going to walk down the track on this side of it and go along that way. That'll probably cut out about a mile anyway. So I'm going to press on now. And I'll see you all in a bit. And I've just come down that track there. That's East Mill Tor up there. Just realised I haven't walked down this track for about a year or two. So anyway, I'm going to press on. Yeah, gradually coming off the end of the moor here now. So I've just stopped off in this little area for a quick 5-minute break. Have a tuna salad snack and a watermelon fruit drink. So what I was doing last night, which I forgot to mention, was taking some long exposures to the Milky Way, also low light shots with painting with light. So if I can, I'll try and add those at the end of the video. So this will be my last bit of filming. Just like to say thanks for watching. If you like this one, give us a thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, click the subscribe button down below. And I will catch you all again soon. So from me, cheers and gone.